Today I'm gonna show you how I edit an entire real estate listing all in one app using the new AutoHDR UI from the unedited bracketed shots that I just took all the way to getting the photos delivery ready for my client. We took a lot of shots at the property, some drone shots actually, 225 bracketed shots, gonna be converted to 75 edited ones. So let's go ahead and get these imported in. And for my base model, I always go with iris with clouds. It just looks so good. Okay, we'll let those photos upload. So one great thing about AutoHDR is they do automatic sky replacement. You could have like a clear blue sky if you want. You could just have the original sky. I like to go with the clouds that Iris provides because I find that they look more natural. And then for the exterior model, I like to go with the fluffy wispy clouds. Okay, cool. So that took only about 10 minutes for the system to merge the photos. So let's go ahead and get some basic adjustments in. So one thing that I find is that a lot of my drone shots are undersaturated, and that's fully because my drone is like pretty old. So what I like to do is I like to go to the sliders and just like adjust the vibrance just a bit, and then also the saturation just to add some more color to the image. We could even add a tad bit more contrast. That looks nice and bright to me. Another adjustment I have is the perspective correction. So just for this one, we can rotate it, we can crop it. For this specific image, I do want to just crop it a little bit just to get rid of this down here, and then maybe just like start over here. So we'll just hit the crop, and then I want to do it from here and then a little bit from here. I want to keep that clock in. I want to do more from here. And that's pretty much it. So our photo gets cropped. We just like hide the stuff that we don't really want to show. And again, we can rotate it. If we need the verticals or horizontal lines to be more aligned, we can do that. And that's much better. For my aerial shots, I do like to use lot lines a lot of the times, usually just to show the lot. So if I have a detached home, it works really well. Even for townhouses like this, it can still work. So if we want to just like simply outline, you know, what the rooftop is for this property, we can easily do it. So we just click lot lines, and then, you know, you select the width. I just have it on the standard 4, and then, you know, you just go ahead, choose the color you want, and you start. So you make your first line, connect it here, and I will just keep going all the way. You can make it thicker if you want, but that's pretty much it. So we just get a nice little red line just to show them where the property is, which rooftop is theirs. That's pretty much it. So now we can see exactly which rooftop is theirs. Another thing with aerial is that when you get really far, sometimes it's hard to see the property, right? So what we like to do is we like to use a location marker. You just select which one you want. I just go with the default one. I usually go red because it stands out more. And then, you know, you can just increase the size once you place it. So the property is this property here. So we just click it. And then, yeah, I mean, the size is pretty good. I like it to be like, you know, big, stand out, make it red. And that's pretty much it. So it just points to where the property is in an aerial image that shows a lot of surrounding area, right? So it's a really, really good tool. I use this one all the time. So another tool that I find myself using every now and then is the blur one. I don't use it all the time, but it's really, really useful when you need it, especially when you have like family portraits and stuff like that. Luckily, this listing didn't really have anything like that. Didn't have any real estate sign I needed to blur, but just for the purpose of showing you guys, when you select the blur tool, you can, you know, choose what size you want it to be. And then when you come here and you can start blurring everything. And then, you know, if you really wanted to just hide faces in photos, or if you wanted to hide a real estate sign, you can just blur it. So those are all the basic adjustments, but by far the coolest thing I find about AutoHDR is all the AI adjustments that you can make. So my favorite one personally is the AI re-edit. For example, in this image, the clients didn't open their umbrella. So I can simply just go over here and click AI re-edit. I can prompt it with either text, a reference photo, or I can just draw a mask. So for this purpose, I'll just draw a mask, and you just draw a mask around it, and I will just let it know to open this umbrella. And that's it. As simple as that, it'll open the umbrella for me. We can basically prompt it to make any edits. So let's give this photo a nice sunset. Give this photo a nice realistic sunset. Okay, wow, so the AI re-edit actually went and used the Ember Golden Hour model for me, and it's just stunning. Oh my goodness. Okay, one more thing I want to do to this photo, I actually uploaded a reference image, which AI allows, and I'm gonna say to use these string lights on the half wall. Okay, that's actually insane. The fact that it took that reference image and just put these lights here and did such a good job. This photo is perfect. I'm gonna send this to my client like right away. So here you can see the transformation history. We started with our bracketed shots, then, you know, it did its thing, it merged it, added those wispy, nice clouds there. And then we went ahead and opened up that umbrella. We turned it to a twilight. Oh, that still looks so good. And then we added those lights with the reference image. This photo is perfect. Okay, we're just gonna do the AI re-edit one more time. I'm gonna give it more of an advanced prompt just to see what it can really do. So for one, I want to clean the front of the oven. Okay, so that's the first thing. Then I want to replace the clock with a more modern one. let's see what it does. Okay, nice. So I was able to do both at the same time. Perfect. And it chose a really good clock, actually. Okay, so I like this shot a lot, but I just feel like that plant in the middle, I know it's staging, but it just stands out too much. So what we can do is we can use AutoRemove, which is like one of my favorite features. You just circle around it. It'll automatically detect the object and it'll remove it for you. Okay, perfect. And it was still able to maintain that piano in the background and the chair back here. That's so much better. Going back to this image here, this wall did turn out a little darker than I wanted it to just because of the shadow. So we can just do a quick repaint, so simple. You can actually just select like part of the image that you want the wall color to be. So this color, because the light is here, is brighter, is what I want it to be for the whole wall. So if we just click this and we do repaint, that's it. Okay, perfect. So it actually gave it a more consistent look. And what we could have done is we could have actually just selected a color, put a color code in, and it would have gave it to us. So that's really cool. Okay, so for a photo like this, I definitely need to use a declutter tool. We just got to get rid of all this. We got to show, the laundry machines. We got to show all this here, but we can't show any of this stuff down here. For this photo, I definitely want to fix up this grass, especially here on the edges and just down here. So as simple as a click of a button, we can add green grass to this picture. And look at that. Just took it a step further and made all the grass way better. Nice and green. Place just looks better already. So much more curb appeal. We always come across those properties that have empty rooms, right? Well now, with AutoHDR, we could just stage it right through the software. So for this area here, we just want to make it an office and we'll just go with modern. Okay, for as fast as it did it, I was not expecting it to turn out this good. This just looks so realistic. Even got the light reflecting here, the window reflection here. Wow, okay. Like I told you guys before, we're gonna use a Twilight again. So we're just gonna do it here for this exterior. Wow, okay, it did that literally in like 1 minute, but that's crazy. I love the golden sunset. I love that it turned on all the lights too. Wow, this one was really good. Okay. So this listing's done. I'm gonna go ahead and download all the photos and just deliver it to my client. Just wanna quickly show you guys what my account settings are looking like, just in case you wanted to copy them. In terms of the interior and exterior settings, I just left it on the default, but you can change these as you want them. And then for my interior model, I go with the iris model with clouds. And then for my exterior model, I also go with iris, but with fluffy wispy clouds. That's what that one's called. Sometimes I go original sky if the sky's already nice, because I just like to use the original sky sometimes. And then for my Twilight model, what you guys saw, I always go golden. I just love how it turned out. I love how it always looks. You also have access to more settings too. You can add fire in the fireplaces. You can do an automatic declutter. So when you go into a house and the house just has a bunch of stuff, you can turn this setting on. It'll automatically declutter everything. You can replace the TV screen with another image, or you can just black it out entirely. And like that grass replacement I showed you guys, you can have it on automatically. I have perspective correction on, which works so well, especially when I haven't set up my camera properly with my tripod. You can have an automatic reorder, so the photos are ordered in the way that you walk through a property. You can get rid of duplicate shots as well. Another thing that I'm gonna actually start using is a sign removal feature, because I always manually just edit those out, but now that I know it's here, I'm gonna do it. For the file names, I always just go with the shoot name, because it'll just say the listing address and then -1, then -2, -3, and so on. Here you can actually also upload your custom pins for those location pins I showed you guys earlier. And that's my full workflow done for this listing. Took me about 20 minutes. Overall, I think this makes the real estate editing workflow just a lot more simple. You upload your bracketed shots and it automatically merges it to HDR. Then when you're doing your quality control checks, you just use the tools that I used in the video. Having all the adjustment tools and the AI tools all in one platform, just so much better. I don't have to jump around between different platforms and stuff, and I don't have to have a bunch of subscriptions. By far, my favorite one, as I mentioned before, is the AI re-edit, because I can literally tell it to do anything and it'll do it for me. You guys literally saw me tell it to create a Twilight, and then it used the Twilight model that AutoHDR had built in, which I later used as well. If you want 30 credits to try AutoHDR for yourself, click the link in the top of the description.